Welcome everyone to Love and Tears, the place where stories of passion, heartbreak, and unforgettable emotions are told with raw honesty. Where are you watching from today? Drop a comment below so I can hear from you and share in your thoughts. Today I'll bring you a story of love lost, of someone who traded devotion for the illusion of freedom, only to realize the cost was everything. Let's begin. I set out on my solo journey under the guise of finding peace and clarity. But deep down, I knew the truth. I wanted to escape Michael, not because he had done something wrong, quite the opposite. His love and devotion were overwhelming, almost suffocating. Cutting off all contact before I left wasn't about needing space. It was about control testing his patience, imagining that he would wait for me, loyal, forgiving, desperate to hold on to what we had built. Those first days away were intoxicating. No calls, no texts, no one asking where I was or what I was doing. Nights stretched endlessly, filled with drinks, laughter, and fleeting faces who knew nothing of my life back home. I reveled in the thrill of anonymity, convinced that Michael's love would keep him tethered, predictable, waiting. But one evening, curiosity got the better of me. I briefly unblocked my social media to check messages. And there it was. His profile gone. No shared photos, no trace of our years together. My chest tightened, but I brushed it off, poured another drink, and laughed at my own unease. What I didn't realize was that Michael had already made his choice. When my plane touched down, I pictured the reunion vividly. His relieved smile, his forgiving embrace, the quiet reassurance that our bond could survive anything. But as I walked through the front door, all my confidence drained away. The house was empty, furniture gone, closets bare, walls stripped of the photos that once told our story. Michael hadn't just left, he had erased himself completely. I tried calling, emailing, reaching out in every way possible. But silence answered me. Disconnected lines returned emails. This wasn't a tantrum. It was deliberate, meticulous. He had vanished from every part of our shared life, bank accounts, bills, belongings. It was as if he had never existed. In desperation, I turned to my parents. But instead of comfort, I met their hard, unforgiving stares. Michael had already visited them, calm, composed, explaining everything. How I had blocked him. How I had walked away under the guise of self-discovery. How I had betrayed his trust. Their words cut sharper than any knife you let a good man go. Even friends I thought I could rely on had turned cold. Photos I believed were private had circulated, exposing truths harsher than I had ever imagined. I wasn't a free spirit. I was a wife who had traded years of loyalty for fleeting thrills, weeks blurred together in silence. Each day, heavier than the last. I clung to hope that Michael might reach out, might offer me one last chance. But the silence never broke. It was absolute. Final. The last blow came one afternoon in the form of divorce papers. Clinical, precise. No letter, no explanation. Just the undeniable reality that our marriage was over. My hands trembled as I signed them, feeling the crushing weight of my arrogance and the consequences of my choices. The house echoed with emptiness, each step a reminder of the life I had thrown away. I once believed Michael's love was unshakable, that it could endure anything. that I was wrong. He left quietly, without drama, without accusation. And that quiet disappearance is what haunts me the most. My so-called journey had given me the illusion of freedom, but its cost was devastating a life of solitude, with no one to blame but myself. What do you think of this story? If you were Michael, would you forgive? Share your thoughts in the comments below, so we can talk about it together. This is Love and Tears, where real stories of love and life are told with honesty and heart.